I divided the page into 3 sections to demonstrate different ways to use a variegated wash. For the first example, I wet the paper evenly. Then I start with Crimson Lake, and then without rinsing my brush, I picked up ultramarine. So the two pigments mixed on the brush and create a beautiful violet as I painted. Then I continued by adding more ultramarine, another touch of Crimson Lake, and finally cerulean blue. Next, I elevated the sketchbook and allowed the pigments to flow naturally, creating beautiful color transitions. As the paint settled against the masking tape, I used a clean damp brush to lift those excess pigment that collected along the edge. Then I let the wash to dry completely. For the second example, I'm painting a scallop shell. For that, first I draw a simple V shape, then I connect it with a curved top edge. This top curved edge has fan-shaped ridges. Then I fill that outline with violet, and also I introduce shadow areas using a slightly darker value of the same violet. After adding the shadows for the shell, I introduce magenta along the outer edge of the shell and at the center of the shell as you see in the video. Next, I use my back of my brush to scratch a few fine lines into the wet paint to add those ridges of the shell. Next, I paint the small hinge using a light value of magenta. Once the shell had dried completely, now I'm adding a touch of Payne's Gray to the left side of the shell to create a stronger cast shadow and give the shell a more three-dimensional look. So in this example, we used variegated wash by starting with a light value of violet and then introducing magenta while the surface was still wet. The two colors blended naturally, creating a beautiful variegated wash. I repeated the same process using different color combination to create a collection of colorful seashells. For the final example, I'm painting a simple beach sunset using a variegated wash. I forgot to press the record button, but I will explain the process clearly here. I first wet the paper up to the horizon and I began applying cobalt blue at the top. Next, I mixed cobalt blue with crimson lake to create a beautiful violet and applied it just below that cobalt blue. Then I mixed crimson lake with Indian yellow to create a warm orange and added it beneath the violet. Finally, I applied lemon yellow near the horizon. I then used my brush to slightly soften the transition between each colors, creating a smooth variegated wash. Now I allow the sky to dry completely. I am removing the masking tape that we sticked for the first painting and I'm writing in that clean white space. This method works beautifully for a quick greeting card or you can use it as a background for any vibrant painting. The beach sky has dried completely, so I removed the masking tape along the horizon and started painting the sea. I began with cobalt blue, but I felt it looks like a little too saturated, so I mixed a touch of orange to that cobalt blue to tone it down and use that mix to paint the distant water. As I paint downward, I gradually reduce the value of the pigment. At the edge of that lighter section, I add a slightly darker value of that cobalt blue plus orange mix. Once again, I soften the edges of that wave and I slightly bring it downward as you see in the video. Once again, at the edge of this lighter section, I add a darker value of cobalt blue and orange mix. But this time, instead of a straight line, I use a gentle curved stroke. Then I soften the edges using a light value. I'm doing this because this creates the impression of waves moving towards the shore. After that, I left a few white space untouched to represent the sea foam. Then, using a warm brown, I paint the sandy beach. As I move closer to the foreground, I mix the brown with more paint spray to create a darker value to add depth to our painting. Finally, I added some distant birds, and that's it. Our painting is done. I hope you enjoyed watching me paint in my sketchbook as a part of this watercolor technique series. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel for more watercolor painting content. I will see you in my next video. Until then, take care and bye bye from Prema.